It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports National Football League brings us to the and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Marish Leofau there on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Love. Open is crashed. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Packers.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. We'll go play action with Love. That is hard! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Love to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Back to throw is Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead. Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Dak going to put it up right away. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. The Packers offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throwing is Love. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On play action, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Here's Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play fake. Prescott. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Here's 3rd and 7. In motion, Lamb. On 3rd down, Prescott. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Nicole Hardman deep to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Willis. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. That complete to Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. His throw left side is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
They put Pickens in motion. Prescott on 1st down. He's into space past the 25. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jair Alexander is there to bat that one away.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On second down, it's Dak. He pulls it in around the 5. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big body tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Here's their punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Here's a run going left. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. He'll get about 2. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. Second down and 8. Handoff here, up the middle. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. Third and 6. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now Love. In trouble, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Here's Love. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
Packers set to kick this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. Whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll get this to about midfield. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the play fake, Dak. Caught downfield by Pickens. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Cowboys.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Prescott. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
3rd and short. Prescott. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cowboys going to open up a 17-3 lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
It is 3rd and 10. In motion, Reed. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
For an offense that really hasn't had a lot of things go right up until this point, those are the plays that you just have to make. Those can be a spark for the rest of the game, and it's amazing how quickly things can turn. But instead, he overthrows his receiver, and it's all for nothing.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Third and a yard. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. It is a big-time play for the Packers. That covered 73 yards.
Every team understands the value of generating explosive plays, but there's a flip side. The quarterback can only hold the ball so long with how good these teams are rushing the passer. So when you can check the ball down short and gain all the yards after the catch, man, what a weapon for an offense.
Here's Jacobs. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch, and instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Prescott. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys were treated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 15. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. First and 10. On play action, here's Dak. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers try to add to those here in the third quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go with a counter on 1st down, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Now, this looks like a design run, and he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now a give up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Cowboys move out to a 24-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. He is in. Touchdown, Packers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers back within 7. It's 24-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now a return coming from the 14. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're going to try to keep it going. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Second down, Prescott. Good blocking, and he's in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. His kick is good, and the Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Williams in motion. They'll go play action with Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On third down, they go with Jacobs. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Williams gets it on the draw. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Packers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Love to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Jacobs, and he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49. From the gun, it's Love. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now, faking the give. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, And man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. A short gain, down to the 7. Second and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Now Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score! Game on! Tucker Kraft, touchdown Green Bay. That his second touchdown tonight. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is first and 10. Now, Jacobs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Off he goes. Love gonna get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
On second down, Love. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Here we go. Third and a yard. Love to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get two hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
Second and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's third and goal, but they're not so close anymore.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. Fourth down and goal. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And this time he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Rolling right, it's taken in, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame him.
Up the middle they go. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
The Packers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Run up the middle with Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play, and that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now Love. They'll look to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 2. Before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Noise reverberating off the roof, very loud before 3rd down. They'll go with Jacobs. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap for Prescott. They go sideline and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That one good for 26 yards.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here comes 2nd down. Prescott again. He's got it at the 3. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's right side and brought in by Williams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Love. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.